Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kennesaw State Owls Dynasty here on College Football 25. It's been a minute. It's been a month, maybe even 2 months now since we've posted on the channel, posted to this series, but we are getting back to it. We've had some setbacks here, equipment-wise. It kind of took me a while to kind of get things back up and running, but here we are where we set out to do at least 5 seasons here with Kennesaw State, hoping to exceed that, but we are going to get back on schedule and get back to posting regularly here on the channel. So I appreciate it, if you stuck it out this whole time and you're back viewing this Dynasty as we're here in the last game of the season, as we are now underway for the final time here in year 1. There's Tykeem Wallace on for the return, sporting the white jerseys today with the gold pants, and Wallace only working back up to the 16. There's Josh Terry, the head man here. Davis Bryson, the starting quarterback. Interceptions we have been able to keep down somehow here, playing with Heisman sliders, but we have practiced good ball security here, and I haven't played this game, since we last posted, which I think is closer to 2 months ago, so it might be a kind of back to the learning process we were kind of forced to overcome here in the early stages of this game. But there's Gabriel Benyard on for the return, on for the carry, the first touch here from scrimmage, and kind of have to get reacclimated here with this playbook and everything. And now it is 2nd and 12 at the 14. Bryson back to pass. Gonna go for Bohannon there on the corner route, and Bohannon grabs that one, going up the sideline now. A foot race. Passed into the 20, or forced out there at the 23. A 64-yard strike there. Very good route, good timing throw there from Davis Bryson as Bohannon streaks up the sideline into opponent territory. We need a fast start here in this game. Kind of just going to let it rip, A good step ahead there on the route, maybe even 2 steps. Bohannon doesn't have the speed, to break it into pay dirt, but he's been very reliable for us, especially on third down situations. I think he does spend some time in the slot, so a good start there for the passing game. As I said, we definitely needed a hot start here today. Now setting up at the 23. Here's Michael Benefield now into the backfield. Senior running back, second on the team in rushing. Gets 1 yard there. So as we said, it's been a little bit since we last posted, but I hope everybody had a very good Thanksgiving. I hope you have a tremendous holiday season here that we are now in. 2nd and 9. Bryson going to keep on the read option, gets a block, and now Bryson going to break this one outside, and just like that, the Owls find the end zone. We have not had any success on read options when we keep it with the quarterback, and I was having flashes of how it's been going, but this time able to break that one into the end zone, and not what I expected, but a hot start here for Kennesaw State. Kind of in hibernation over the past couple months, but here breaking out in a big way, getting the early lead. And I did want to talk about our recruiting class a little bit. So it's the last game of the season, and still Kennesaw State just 1 commit so far on the year. So hopefully after this game, especially if we can come out with a big win here against a conference opponent, hopefully that sways. We do have a bunch of guys who have us number 1, but a lot of them just a little hesitant to pull the trigger, although we have had, I would say, a successful season being year 1. Kennesaw State new to the FBS. There we see the impact players. Burt Hale, left guard there for Louisiana Tech. Cedric Woods at cornerback, and 81 overall. But, all things considered, I think, breaking in as a new football program, a new head coach, all that, I think that we have had a very good season. And now Louisiana Tech on for their first offensive drive. Going to give it to the back there. They have Jack Turner at quarterback, and that's Marquise Crosby, a 13-yard scamper on his first touch. Jack Turner, the only quarterback in the Conference USA with a completion percentage under 55% entering this game, along with none other than Davis Bryson. And that's going to be intercepted by Jam Warren right into the hands. An overhand grab there by Jam Warren, one of the safeties in that 4-2-5 formation. And what a start here from Kennesaw State. A big offensive drive to start, and now an interception on the other side of the ball. Maybe only our, I want to say, 8th or 9th interception on the season. And this one early on, all the momentum for the Owls. Jam Warren, the junior, and only 5 seniors on this entire Kennesaw State roster. What a grab there from Warren, tracking that one in overhead, looking like a receiver on that play, but only 5 seniors on this team, so we are going to return the bulk of this roster assuming that we do have a few defensive guys who are considering transferring. So hopefully a strong finish here that kind of sways them to stay. And now we have Carson Kent there and a good route there. Davis Bryson already up to 82 passing yards. And this certainly does not feel like we're playing on Heisman, but I'm not going to question it. I'm sure there's been updates to this game, but as I said, I haven't played this game since we last posted maybe 2 months or so ago. Now first down here at Louisiana Tech's 37. As we do get the snap off, just trying to dump that one off for Bohannon, but kind of stood there in the pocket a little too long. And that's what's going to happen, especially with a pretty poor pass protection up front. Not to knock our offensive line, but they just don't really have the talent to stand with some of the defensive lines here in the FBS. We're going to try and get Benyard there on the route, but good coverage there. Gets a hand in now, 3rd and 10. We'll bring out the 4 receiver set, but we're going to try and catch him off guard here with a draw and hopefully get into field goal range. Now we're going to give it to Benefield, trying to work his way upfield. He does get 4, and that will be a 51-yard field goal. I mean, the field goal kicking in this game certainly is difficult, especially on the road, but we do have 11-mile-per-hour winds, so hopefully that can kind of aid us here, and that's going to be way off. And it's so funny how off those actually look. Maybe they could make it look at least a little closer. It's really rare, you see kickers miss by that great of a distance. And the field goal kicking, certainly not a strength of ours. Really punting either, so definitely have some work to do when it comes to special teams. And now this is going to be Marquise Crosby breaking off a big one, breaks a tackle, and then Jam Warren able to drag him down there. Almost a 40-yard gain there for Crosby. And now only 4 minutes into this first quarter, already a lot of action. Defense definitely going to have to tighten up the screws against the run here. And they will go right back to it. And we do get it that time. Good edge play there. I think that was Hollum on the stop. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Bring out nickel. Let's go some cover 3. And I definitely have to look at the playbooks over the offseason. I'm not sure what we're going to do with our coordinators. I think we might just keep them around for another season and then try and shake things up after that. A little swing pass there. Not sure how he missed the tackle there with Johnson one-on-one. And now Louisiana Tech, that's Davenport, 20 yards on that swing out. And we're going to have to bring in a little more beef here, go with the 4-4. First and goal now for the Bulldogs, looking to tie this one up. Go with the run for Crosby, breaks a tackle there, and then gets some help to bring him down. So the run defense now kind of coming alive here as Louisiana Tech works their way down the field. 2nd and goal now at the 6. Going to use their Isaac Paul here, one of the safeties here. They're going to go back to the run game there. We did miss the tackle with Paul. Watkins brings him down. I don't think the runner got into the end zone, but they are going to call a hold. So we'll certainly take that call. It's going to back him up all the way to the 11. Going to bring a nickel blitz here. Maybe hopefully our aggressiveness doesn't hurt us. Haven't blitzed really all game. They're going to go right back to the run game there for Crosby. And a good call there. He gets 7 back, so now it'll be 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now. Bulldogs on the doorstep. Jack Turner takes the snap. Going to throw it here. Has a man over the middle. Holds up well after that hard hit from Baron Hobson. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Jackson from Turner as they tie it up here in Louisiana. And now we'll have Gabriel Benyard on for the return. Going to try and break that one outside, but didn't get that last seal block. So again, another bad return puts us behind the starting point, where we would have got the ball had we just went for a fair catch. But with the way our offense moved the ball the first time, maybe we could take advantage, get some more yardage accumulated here in the final game of the season. Nothing really open, so we're going to go for Benyard and almost intercepted. We catch a break there. Going to try some RPO action here, a bubble to Bohannon, but I think Benefield might have a clean box, so I think we'll just give it to the running back here. Benefield up the middle, he gets 6. Bring out the tight ends here, 3rd and 4. Going to try and get a short completion. We have Moss over the middle, and he hauls that one in. Christian Moss, the top receiver on this team, comes over from Virginia Tech, but only his 13th catch, I think, on the season. Not what he had envisioned when he transferred over here. Thought he would get a lot more production, but hopefully we can bump up the numbers next year with a more complete team, another year under our belt. And the offensive line, I think we're going to get back 4 out of our 5 starters, so another year of camaraderie, playing together. I think that'll bode well for our team next season. Now 2nd and 5. Just dumped that one off. We were looking for Moss, but he couldn't really get any separation. And it's a 5-yard check down for Tykeem Wallace, moving the chains. Now less than 2.5 here in this first quarter, our last first quarter of this year 1 season. Thanks for sticking around, everybody, and I appreciate your patience during that hiatus. A 9-yard carry there for Benyard, getting something going now offensively after a couple poor returns to start. Just audible here to another dive. Pick up the first down. Maybe we should try to go outside with that one instead of cutting back inside, but we will take the first down. I think we'll stick here with this 3-receiver set for now. Go weak flood here. I love weak flood. I love just kind of easy reads. They get that tight end underneath if Wallace or Moss don't really get open. They're working towards the outside. Now Bryson going to scramble a little bit. Trying to go for... Whoa, we had a man open. That was Wallace. We actually had a couple options there. And now is this going to go for a pick 6? That's Davis, and Benefield could not catch him. Amonte Davis with a pick 6. And I said earlier, our ball security, especially when it comes to interceptions, has kind of been a strength of this team. That time maybe could have just scrambled. We had a couple options open down the field, but just stared at our target a little too long. But did not expect, the DB there to kind of corral that one. I thought we had a clean window there. I think that was Wallace. And it does go for the pick 6. So a hot start here for Kennesaw State in the first quarter, up 7-0. And now just like that, 14-7 Bulldogs. And this time we do opt for the touchback, so we'll take over at the 25. This time trailing for the first time. Go with Benefield here, and he's only going to get maybe 1, or they're going to call it no gain on the play. Now 40 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. And try to screen there for Wallace, and Benyard couldn't hold the block. Otherwise, Wallace might have been able to spring free a little bit, so that'll bring up a quick 3rd down here. And we'll just go halfback screen this time. And the clock did stop, so maybe they didn't call that a catch. I thought it was, though, but I suppose not. So 3rd and 10, we'll flip the play here. Try and get Benefield. And we do get the pass off. Benefield had some room, and he's going to get the first down. And that'll go for about 10 yards. It looks like Louisiana Tech kind of stacking the box here. It is a pass play with the 2 tight ends, so I think we'll just take a chance here at the end of the quarter. And luckily, Bryson just able to get that one out to avoid the sack. But an explosive first play, I would say, on both sides. I mean, our offense kind of going dormant a little bit after that hot start. Had some big plays early on clicking. And we had that interception, but then we had an interception of our own, which obviously led to the pick 6. And Louisiana Tech now does have the lead. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10 at the 35 to start the second quarter of play. I think we'll go with a jet touch pass here. Get Benyard hopefully in his space. I don't really know about this one, though. But the play clock is kind of winding down. We'll just run with it. If we can get it off, we're going to have to call a timeout. I don't feel bad calling a timeout there. I didn't really like how it was looking anyway. So better not to force it, I suppose. 2nd and 10 now. We have the fullback out there, which is really our tight end 2. They are kind of stacking the box. So let's go Z spot. Everyone knows I love the Z spot. Easy read, quick check down, hopefully. Nothing really open. Try to get this for Kent at the sideline. And Carson Kent doing a good job using his body, working against the coverage there. Hauls that one in for 17. With that completion, Bryson now over 2,000 passing yards. Not the biggest milestone, but I think we'll take that here, all things considered. Now Benefield, another carry for him. Another good gain, gets 10. As I mentioned earlier, Benefield playing in his last game here with the Owls. He's been an instrumental piece on this offense here in year 1. Now 2nd and inches, we'll go right back to him. Good block there by 71. Not sure, I have to get reacclimated here with all these names, and we certainly will. The offseason episode, of course, will be coming up. I think next episode we'll kind of do a recap around the nation. We'll simulate through the college football playoff, and we'll see who brings home the inaugural college football championship here with this new format. I think Oregon actually is number 1 in our polls. Try to dump that one off for Ben Yard, but a little slow going through progressions there. But I do think that Oregon is number 1. I could be wrong about that, but we will get a refresher. Depending on how long this game goes, I think we might even take a look at our recruiting board here just to get everybody kind of refreshed with that. So now 2nd and 10, audible to a run here for Benefield, and he'll take that for 6. 3rd and 4 now at the 25. Kennesaw State trying to tie this one up. Fake the jet there, go back to Benefield, and he is going to be stopped short. So a 4th and 2, and it's the last game of the season. We're not going for a field goal here. Try to get Daniels underneath here. So they're going to bring pressure there off that left side. Bryson takes the snap. Really nothing open. Going to try and scramble for this one. A lot of green grass here. And he's going to have touchdown number 2. There's Davis Bryson, 22 yards. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And he's certainly making plays now with his legs as the Owls tie it up here. Good read there from Bryson. Nothing there on those quick routes there to the tight end. So just bust it outside. See what you can get. Only needed 2, but we got 22. And we'll certainly take that. Good pass protection there on that right side of the line, which kind of opened him up to move out to the opposite side as he's going to plant there into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Now Louisiana Tech going to return this one as we do have another new ball game here. Louisiana Tech going to break this one to the outside. Spins off a tackle and brought down finally there at the 25. A good return. Although, I mean, you ended up where you were going to end up anyway. Did not mean to call that initial play here, so hopefully this doesn't work to our demise. We're going to swing that one out. That's going to be another 1st down for Louisiana Tech. Davis Bryson, 6 for 13, 121 yards, and 44 yards on the ground with those 2 scores. Louisiana Tech going to give this to Crosby, an outside carry, as he will pick up 6. Certainly feels good to, be calling games again, playing here for the channel. It's been a while, and I've been really itching to get back to it. And I'm glad that we finally have been able to. As Jam Warren, good close there on the ball. Might have been able to take that one back the other way, but a good catch there by the Louisiana Tech receiver there, Jones, their tight end. That's going to be a fresh set here for the Bulldogs. But yeah, it feels great to, be back playing games with you guys, back on the channel. And I'm here to stay. Hopefully you didn't worry too much in my absence, as I got to get better, getting these one-on-one matchups there, tackling. As Denario Davenport, his 3rd catch already, that time for up to 50 yards now. As Louisiana Tech moving the ball very well here. Now at our 33 here. Turner going to work to the left side. Can we bring him down? And he's just going to get rid of that one. Our pass rush was pretty much non-existent in the early stages of the season, but headlined by Donovan Westmoreland, the South Carolina transfer there. He's really come alive for us. I think 7 sacks on the season. And they're going to go screen here. They can't connect there with Crosby. So now it will be a 3rd and 10. We're going to bring out our dime package here. Playing against the pass. We'll go cover 3 cloud. Try and take away the middle of the field. And Turner takes the snap. Going to go underneath there for Crosby, and a good tackle. That's going to be 4th and 2 at the 25, and they will bring out the field goal unit. Buck Buchanan, what a name that is, on for the 42-yard attempt to give Louisiana Tech the lead. We're now more than halfway through the 2nd quarter. Kick is up and good, and the Bulldogs have retaken the lead, 17-14. And you see there on the ticker below, Oregon actually 17, so they are not 1. Disregard my earlier statement. We'll start this drive. Another good for Benefield. He's been running the ball fairly strong, already up to 10 carries. I don't think he's had maybe more than 15 in a game, but it is his last appearance here. So we want to give him his money's worth. Now 2nd and 8. Go right back to him. Can't really squeeze through a lane there. Another couple. So it will now be 3rd and 6. I was thinking going screen again, but we'll go curl flat corner. I think getting Moss here, maybe a quick slant, might be a little bit better. We'll see where that linebacker goes. And he does blitz, so we have Moss there, and he's able to haul that one to the corner. Actually had surprisingly good leverage there, breaking down towards the ball, but Bryson got that one out quick, and Moss was able to corral that one. So now we have 4 minutes remaining in the half. First down, Kennesaw State. Just give right up the middle again for Benefield, only one. Now 2nd and 9, maybe get Benefield here on this halfback angle. Looks like nothing open, just going to throw that one away. And we have been going back and forth between calling our own plays, just taking what the game gives us. And this drive, we've been going with what the game gives us. So I think we have to start calling our own plays a little bit more. 3rd and 9 here, got to convert. Gonna scramble to the right side. I don't know if we have anything breaking open. And we had Moss there. If he kept going, just broke his route off. And kind of hung there with his defender. Had he kept going, we might have been able to get him, but still it was tough to get that pass off. And punting, have not been good punting in this game, but try and get it going here. It's Joshua Hewitt, been very busy this season. From the 37, going to be fielded at the 15. And a good tackle there, one-on-one by standout linebacker Denilius Johnson. So that's going to go for a 43-yard punt net, I believe, if my calculations are correct. And the Louisiana Tech offense comes back out trying to extend this lead. 3:11, good band. 3:11 remaining on the clock as Louisiana Tech starts at their 20. And a good spin out of contact there by Crosby. Picks up an extra couple yards. Now 2nd and 2, he gets 8. Already up to 75 rushing yards. And for those who have stuck around with this series, we have given up some big running back games this season. Especially I remember going back to the UTEP game or UTSA game. I think there's Robert Henry. He had a huge day against us. So we missed a tackle going for the hit stick. And Marquise Crosby going to take this up the sideline as finally forced out at the 18. A huge gain there. And we're just giving up those big gains today. And, our defense kind of very... I'm more worried about our defense, I think, than our offense moving forward. And like I said, we do have a couple guys who are, maybe more than a couple guys, who are strongly considering transferring away and going elsewhere. So hopefully we can kind of keep our core intact as Crosby again finds a big lane. We got to bring out the 4-4 a little bit more. Crosby a big gain that time. And now they're going to bring out 4 receivers. I don't even trust that, though. They're bringing out 4 receivers just to run it, I feel like, at this spot of the field. Turner, I think, only 7 or 8 pass attempts. I mean, he hasn't really needed to pass. They do throw it here, though. A lot of time for Turner. Going to go up the sideline for Crosby. And he leaks free, and he finds the end zone again here. Louisiana Tech now 24-14, pending the extra point. What looked like a very strong start for the Owls has kind of supplanted here to a strong effort from the Bulldogs, as they've now gone on to outscore us 24-7, and they do get the ball at halftime. So hopefully we can finish strong here and get some points on the board. Good patience in the pocket there from Jack Turner. As I said, we had good coverage there in the end zone, but didn't really account for Crosby, who leaked out his 3rd catch, 67 yards just on his catches alone. So I want to say he's already at, 150 yards from scrimmage. So a tremendous game already here from Marquise Crosby, the junior. 1:54 left on the clock. Also, I see there's some ACC action. NC State beating the 8th-ranked Tar Heels. On the move there for Carson Kent. And he can't hang on to that one. 2nd down now. Try to get Benyard there on the screen. And that one just goes incomplete. So 2 incompletions to start. Not what you wanted. You wanted to at least, take some time off the clock if you're just going to punt it right back to him. As we take the snap here on 3rd down. And try and get Benyard this time. And good play there on the ball from the DB. And just like that, Louisiana Tech getting the ball back. Kicking against these 11-mile-per-hour winds. They still have all their timeouts. Plenty of time at their disposal. As they're going to field this one from the 26. And a good return, break a tackle, spins into another one. As the Bulldogs, 1:32, all their timeouts, and they're at the 43. So certainly within striking distance. And our offense now kind of going dormant towards the end of the half. Certainly going to have to hopefully get some motivational talks there. As Turner hit SE through, just gets rid of that one. But yeah, we are going to need someone to kind of pump this team up. We need to get some energy going. 2nd down now at the 43. Turner going to go over the middle. And his guy able to hang on there. Marleon Jackson had the touchdown earlier. And now it'll be 3rd and 4 at the 49. Trying to work their way into Owls territory. He's going to have Westmoreland as an extra guy. Drop back in coverage. A fumble on the sack. And that's Adam Watkins, the big boy. And he's going to go into the end zone for the big man scoop and score. And wow, I did not see that one coming, but exactly what the doctor ordered. Good coverage downfield, the strip sack, and the scoop and score there from Watkins. I'm not sure who was there on the initial sack. Might have been Jamar Rux or maybe Tylon Dunlap. But that's exactly what we needed as we draw back, make this a one-possession game. Who was there on this? I think that is Jamar Rux filling in for the injured Miles there at right end. And I want to say the ball got out before. The knee might have been down. Need to see that one again. Look at Adam Watkins. Has been very good there at D tackle for us. One of the guys, considering transferring, and that is going to stand. And that was Jamar Rux on the sack. A huge turning point there. There is still time, though, for Louisiana Tech. Do not get me wrong with the way they've been gashing us. They still have 56 seconds, all their timeouts. But Watkins, he is one of our guys that is strongly considering leaving Kennesaw. But hopefully with that touchdown, hopefully that kind of sways him to stay. We're having some fun now. It seemed a little bleak, just moments ago. But, one play can change the whole trajectory of a half, of a game. And we'll certainly take that. So 2 turnovers aside now. Oh, no, just one. We have just the 1 interception. But the defense now for each side has scored. Easy pitch and catch there as the man was uncovered. Louisiana Tech going to burn their first timeout. Now 47 seconds here at the 34-yard line. Another check down. We miss another tackle going for the hit stick. But at least we do get him down before the first down. So the clock will continue to run. Or they actually will take another timeout. So just one now remaining for the Bulldogs. A 3-point game. Really need to hang on strong here to close out this first half of play. 2nd and 1 at the 44. Turner making some adjustments. Crosby the lone back there. And they're going to swing it out to him. And he does not go out of bounds. I don't think, at least. Good tackle there at the sideline. And he did not get out, so the clock continues to run. So about 15 seconds just burned off, and then they take the timeout. I don't know if that's just a AI lapse or a lapse there on the head coach, but either way, definitely benefits us, although maybe not realistic. But 21 seconds now, no timeouts left for the Bulldogs. Turner going to air this one deep. And that's Hollum with the interception. What an interception there in the end zone. Jack Turner just taking a shot there at the end of the half. And now that's 3 turnovers generated by this Kennesaw State defense. And even then, we surrendered 24 points. So, it could have been a heap more had our big play guys not come to play today. Donovan Westmoreland there working off the right side of the line. Good spin move there. But we are going to take over now at the 20. And we have a chance. Not much of a chance, but a chance. We're just going to go draw here. We're not going to do anything crazy. If we can pick up a big chunk here, that would be nice. And Benefield going to work to the 32, so 12 yards. We will take a timeout. Do you think we can get one big shot downfield? Probably not, probably not enough time for a shot and then a timeout, but we'll at least try to take a shot. Just going to, roll to the right here. Although, didn't really have any room there. The end worked very well. Ezekiel Durham-Campbell, already a sack in this one. That will bring us to halftime. So, a very explosive, exciting half of play. Kennesaw State, Louisiana Tech also, we're both here in our last game of the season. Definitely want to go out on a high note. Our Owls at 3-8, trying to get our 4th win. And that would be, I think, a huge accomplishment for this season. I think our goal entering was 3 wins or maybe 4 wins, but I think it was 3 wins. So we've already hit that, but it certainly would be nice to exceed expectations entering this year. Davis Bryson, a very good game. He has missed at times, but our pass protection, always a liability. We've worked well around that. Our running game, Benefield has been very solid, but we would like to maybe get Gabriel Benyard incorporated a little bit more. Carson Kent had a nice catch. That interception, though, that was a bad one. I would certainly like to have that back, especially considering it did go for 6, but we got some revenge on our Adam Watkins scoop and score, so that's all led us here to this point. 24-21 after one half of play. Hopefully our Owls can bring this one home. So the Bulldogs will start the second half here at the 25-yard line as they lead by 3 points. I think we're going to bring a little more blitzes this half, be a little more aggressive. Crosby, good maneuvering there, reading his blocks, getting some good vision there as he gets 11 on his first touch of the half. So I think Crosby at 72 receiving yards, 98 rushing yards now. Tremendous day there for the junior running back. And we'll go right back to him, finds a nice lane there, and he gets another 8. Even though the 4.25 is our base, I feel like we just have not had any success at all, especially against the run. Although Danielius Johnson and I think that was Dunlap teaming up for that stop. Now first down, Louisiana Tech. Already, about midfield here. Turner out there empty. It's going to be a quarterback run. Not known for his running capabilities, but he will get 1 yard. Donovan Westmoreland there to bring him down. Maybe trying to catch us off guard, but Turner, not much of an athlete. He will let it rip, but not really going to break off any big runs. Now 2nd and 9. And they will fake it. Turner going to hit a man there on the comeback, or try to, just out of reach. And Turner 12 for 18, 159 yards, so not a bad game, but he does have a couple bad misses. And of course that 2 interceptions now, as it will be 3rd and 9 now at the 47. Turner back to pass here. Now we're going to just swing that out of bounds. And a good defensive stand here for Kennesaw State out of the gate. It wasn't really looking good, They were breaking off big runs already. I think our first punt that we forced all game is going to fair catch this one at the 24. So we are +2 in the turnover differential today, but -3 on the scoreboard. Let's change that here. Benefield, another carry, nothing doing, just 1. Now 2nd and 9, we will go right back to him. And we do get the outside leverage there that we needed. Benefield will get 7, brings up a manageable 3rd and 2 at the 32. Benyard now checks into the game, 3rd and 2. Just give it to him right up the middle. Thought he might have been stopped there in the backfield initially, but able to get away from the crashing defender there on the interior. And a fresh set of downs here for the Owls. We'll just go heavy run game here to start this drive. And a good play there along the line for Louisiana Tech, crashing towards that side. As it is now 2nd and 9. Try weak flood again. I think, was it weak flood where we got intercepted last time? But we'll try it again. Hopefully it works out a little bit better for us. Bryson will just dump this off for Kent. It does break a tackle, but I don't think that got us anything. So weak flood not really doing it for us today. Now Carson Kent, high risk of injury, but it's the last game of the year. We'll just see if he can hang through it. 3rd and 9 now. Bryson takes the snap. We have Benyard there. We should have did catch and run. I thought the other defender was going to come down. I didn't think he was going to carry upfield there in double coverage. We'll take the first down, but we could have had a lot more there. Gabriel Benyard, the running back slot receiver, leads the conference in yards from scrimmage. Maybe all-purpose yards, too. I mean, he does help out as a returner. They give it to him there on the ground, but I think that's coming back to a hold. So we move back. Now it's 1st and 20. And we'll still go to the running game here. Benefield gets 5. Goes some RPO action here. Might just keep it with Benyard. And we will. Probably not the best read there, as he gets body slam there from David Blay, making a tremendous play, coming off a block, just, asserting himself into the backfield, and he gets the finish as well. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 19. And this one is not looking good for the Owls. Bryson takes the snap, going to try and roll to the right. Go for Moss, and he does make the catch working back to it, but his momentum is going to force him behind the line to gain. 4th and 2, though. I mean, even though it is the 46-yard line, I think we just got to commit to our aggressive play. And we'll bring out 2 tight ends here. Go with drive. Maybe Daniels. I don't know if we should maybe audible to a run here, but I kind of like Daniels to maybe break free underneath. And he does make the play. Also some, you don't expect him to really get anything after the catch, but that time he does 11 yards there for Preston Daniels, another senior here. So I think we have one offensive lineman, Benefield there at running back, and then Preston Daniels, 3 players we will not have back on this offense next year. Only 2 other seniors on the entire roster. Benefield now going to work to the outside. Benefield brought down there at the 21. So after the 4th down conversion, a 14-yard play there for Benefield. And now the Owls in business. 18 carries for Benefield. I would have to say definitely the most he's had all season. Now at the 21-yard line, Benyard in motion, going to get the call here. Good vision there to work it up the middle. He gets 9. 2nd and 1 now. Kennesaw State into the red zone. Bryson again going to keep on the read option, but that time, good play there from Clark, staying patient there, sticking with the quarterback, and he brings him down here, forcing a 3rd and 4. Then we'll go back to the 2 tight end set here. And we'll go Z spot. Never fails. Go hand in there in motion. As Bryson takes the snap, they do send some pressure. Gonna go for the end zone for Kent, and he can't hang on to, or he can't. We can't get it to him. Kobe Fields a very good play on the ball, so that'll bring on Britton Williams here for the game-tying field goal. As we squander an opportunity here close, but Williams does knock that one through. So a very good start here to the second half for Kennesaw State. A good defensive stand, a methodical drive where we converted, 3rd and 19, made it 4th and 2, and then on 4th and 2 we convert. Don't get the touchdown, but we do get points, and we tie this one up. Just 137 now. We ate up a huge chunk of the quarter. Just 137 now remaining in the 3rd. See if they just ride Marquise Crosby here, as they're going to go with a screen to open this drive. And now we're going to go for just 2. Louisiana Tech sticking with the 4 receiver sets here for the last few drives. 2nd and 8 now. And they will give to Crosby. And he's taken down from behind by Westmoreland, but he does get the first down, as we have now just a minute remaining here in this 3rd quarter. Going to bring some pressure here. They might be able to get a quick pass off. Going to go with RPO. Turner does swing this one out. And a good tackle there from Hobson, just 5 yards. Now less than 10 seconds remaining. We'll see if the Bulldogs call a play here, as they will. They give it to Crosby. Going to work this to the outside, and Hobson all over that. So just 3 yards there. It's going to be a 3rd and 2 here to start the 4th quarter, as we enter this final frame of play here in this year 1 season. And there we do have a top 25 rankings. Ohio State, Alabama, Notre Dame, and Utah there in the top 4. That's all Clemson there at number 5, followed by Oklahoma State. As I said, we will get an update, on the whole top 25. Probably next episode we'll go through the whole playoff. We will go wrap up the season, and I think the episode after that we'll get into the offseason. Our first offseason here in this series, which I'm very excited for. So 3rd and 2 here. We're going to press the corners, and Crosby, for one of the first times in this game, swarmed there in the backfield out of that 4-4 set. Bring him down for a loss. Now 4th and 4 at the 41, and Kennesaw State is getting the ball back. Ray on for the punt. He's had some high short ones, as we're just going to fair catch that at the 28. A chance here now for the Owls to retake the lead. Will be our first lead since the 1st quarter. Going to start with some play action. And we had Carson Kent wide open, streaking towards the sideline there. Could not get it off for him. And that one goes incomplete. Now Benyard back into the backfield. Give him a carry here. Benyard, a lot of space. Good run blocking that time. That's going to go for a 1st down. Benyard, the centerpiece of this offense, maybe even this whole team. And luckily he will be back next year for what I believe will be his senior season. That time bottled up, no gain. We're going to go with a run here, but we'll audible to Z spot again. Moss in motion. Bryson takes the snap. Trying to get Preston Daniels, and another big catch there from the unathletic tight end. He's more out there for blocking purposes, but we've kind of let him loose here today. His 2nd catch, the first one for 11. That one goes for 12. And we get the 1st down. Now smack dab at the 50. Bryson going to step up in the pocket here as it collapsed. And we'll just slide down for 7. Might have been able to get a little bit more, but did not want to be too greedy. Bryson has broken off some big runs here today. Now Benefield the lone back on 2nd and 3. We will give it to him right up the middle. Doesn't quite get the job done. Going to be 3rd and 1. We'll hurry back to the line and go right back to it. Good combo blocks there as we do get the first down. Benefield now 20 carries, 93 yards. I don't think we've had a backfield share like this really all season. We kind of, like to balance it out with Benyard and Benefield back there. Even we mix in Quay Ashley, who I believe is, DJ Scott, who's a freshman power back, but we have not seen him at all here today. Now Benyard will get 3 to the outside. Just 20 rushing yards for Benyard. I don't believe he even has a catch, maybe 1 to this point. Now 2nd and 7. We'll go back to the play action. Try to get that one behind Carson Kent, but his we threw. And that one was not going to get off. Now 3rd and 7 at the 34. I think we'll go scat, actually. I think we might have some good space there with Moss or Benyard. And we were late. We're going to try and scramble with Bryson. And we only get ahead for 4. We might have had the screen there, but just too late on the read. Now it's going to be a 47-yard field goal. And I just do not trust it. So, unfortunately, I think we're going to go for it. Go back to this 2 tight end set. I think we'll just go for a run. 4th and 3 at the 30. I don't know if I like this one. Try Y stick instead. Bryson takes the snap. Oh my goodness, so much pressure there off the right edge. That's where you kind of falter there if you scramble. If they win the edge battle there, so much quickness there to collapse that side. And that one, we do not convert that time, unfortunately. That one maybe should have called a timeout, but in a close game, I'd like to save them for the late stages, but I think they definitely got to call a timeout, kind of rethink things. That's something I've kind of wanted to be better with. Don't want to be too stingy with timeouts. What good are timeouts if you don't even use them? It's better to use them when you want to, instead of holding on to them for maybe situations where you might need them. So I think that time definitely should have called a timeout. As I go right back to Crosby, and he gets ahead for the first down this time. 129 rushing yards now for Crosby. Just need to have the spell back in now for this play. And they will give it to him. And good run defense that time, only 2. Now the Bulldogs do go empty. We are playing man, so with just 1 high safety. Turner has some time. Finds a man there at the sideline. And his man hauls that in. That was the tight end, Jones, Nate Jones, his 3rd grab of the day. And that's going to move the ball downfield into Kennesaw State territory now at the 37. We'll get another defensive stand here, but we shall see. First down. Delay give for Crosby. That might have been an RPO where Turner definitely should have kept that one. But he gives to Crosby for a 4-yard loss. That's Jamar Rux. He had the sack earlier that forced the fumble. And now a big-time play against the run, setting them back. 2nd and 14 now. Just over 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Bulldogs at the 41. Man in motion. Turner takes the snap. And he's going to hit that man just there at the sideline. And big hit there. I think that was Jam Warren on the hit. That's going to force a 3rd and 10 here. And I think we'll just try man again. Go cover 2 man. We do not really run man coverage all that much, but here another empty backfield for the Bulldogs. Hopefully our guys can win their battles. And everyone got beat there. I saw on the right side, got beat off the jam, and that's going to go for a touchdown. And that's exactly why we don't run man coverage all that much. It's, you're so much more liable to getting beat downfield, but you also have to have some faith in your guys sometimes. I had some faith that they could do their job there, make a play. But not the case, as the Bulldogs now, Dakotas Crawford, one of the best names in all of college football. The big-time play here down the stretch, and hauls that one in, and that's a linebacker in on him. So definitely a mismatch there that Jack Turner was all over. And now just 3:35 remaining. The Kennesaw State Owls now another touchdown deficit. We'll see if Davis Bryson can lead a comeback drive here. 3:35 now. We'll see what Josh Terry and the Kennesaw State offense can pull out of their bag of tricks. Just going to start with a screen here. And we do get that one off. Benefield gets some good blocks there, as he will take that ahead for a first 11 yards, now up to the 36. Now just 3 minutes remaining. Bryson takes the snap. Oh, I thought Bohannon was going to go up the field more, and luckily that one just goes for an incompletion. Certainly user error there. I was expecting a different route that time. Now we'll go RPO, and we'll just give it to Benyard as he gets a good run up to the 44. Now less than 2.5 remaining, and we do just go back to the running game there. Benefield stood up there. It's going to be an injury timeout, which we will take, I suppose. Louisiana Tech going to lose a guy there on their interior. And I think with that being said, we'll go back to a heavy formation here and just go with another run up the middle. Now at the 45, 4th and 1. We have Daniels there's a lead block, and they had a man there in the backfield, but luckily Benefield able to scurry away as he does convert there for the first down. Try double cross here. We do hit the 2-minute warning as Kennesaw State trails by 7. Actually, 1:59 on the clock, so a glitch there. It gypped us of a whole second, which of course can mean a lot here down the stretch. So we have half the field to work with, and we have to find pay dirt here. Again, what I said earlier, when you kind of drop back further in the pocket and veer towards one side, you're so susceptible to giving up that big play, and that's a 10-yard loss on the sack. And we kind of have to show some urgency here now at this point. Again, I was going to try and go for the right side. Nothing open downfield. We have to call timeout. And it is now 3rd and 23. And we were kind of in a spot like this earlier, so we have 2 plays, to convert here, of course. I gotta go with the slide there on that side. And we take the snap. Got kind of a double team there against that end who's been causing havoc all day. And Moss not gonna reel that one in, so really just one more chance now, and kind of an anticlimactic finish here. But hopefully we can get a miracle here. Of course, we want Gabriel Benyard just to help out in pass protection there in the backfield. As Bryson takes the snap. Could be the last offensive snap of the season. We have Bohannon down there, and he hangs on the last-ditch Hail Mary. And we are back in business. I guess we will hurry back. Oh, my goodness. Brian Bohannon having a great game. That catch came out of nowhere. 2 huge gains on both of his catches here today. We'll just hurry back, go with a run, see if we can maybe catch him off guard. Just ran into our own blocks there. And we still have plenty of time now when you consider we're at the 19-yard line. I still can't believe he just hauled that one. That's wild. So we're going to go corner strike again, which is where we had a big play earlier. Now 2nd and 9. Bryson takes the snap. Trying to get Kleiner there at the sideline, almost undercut for an interception. We just got to relax here. We got to relax. Just keep composure. Don't try to do too much. Bad snap there. Bryson does reel it in. Makes the linebacker miss there. One-on-one. Bryson still fighting ahead all the way down to the 1-yard line. And now it's 1st and goal. I didn't want to take a timeout quite yet, but I should have took it before the clock ran down there. So we do have one more timeout. And we just got to pound this one in. They're going light box here. Easy touchdown, you would think. As we will give to Gabriel Benyard. And just like that, an open alley. And we convert on the insurmountable 4th down, it seemed. As we're now just a point away from tying this. But I'm not thinking about a tie. I'm thinking about a win. And we are going to go for the win there. What a drive there to end the game. End the season, essentially. But we still have one more play to get through. Then we'll see the touchdown. Or we won't see that. I thought they were going to show the instant replay. So now we come out for the 2-point conversion. They are stacking the line. I think we will audible to slant flats here. And this one, I don't know, but we will see. We're just going to throw it all out there here on this last play of the season. Carson Kent, and he can't hang on. It was in his hands. The win was in his hands. and he could not hang on through the contact. What a bittersweet way to end the year. It's great that we fought and we didn't give up, but we could not convert there on the 2-point conversion. That one's going to haunt me. I really thought we were going to end this season on a nice high note, as they do get the onside kick there. It took a weird bounce, and that is going to do it here in year one. I apologize for that. I really was wishing we would be able to pull this one out. Louisiana Tech now in the victory formation, as we were going to fall here in the final game of the season, 31-30, in a game that was, it was nothing short of exciting, and we fought to the end, and we just could not pull it out. But it was a great year one season. Thank you so much, everybody who's been along for the ride. Again, I sincerely apologize for the big hiatus, but as I said, I've been wanting to really get back into it. Just had some shortcomings here with my equipment, but we are back up and running. We're good to go, and we're going to get these episodes pumping and pounding out more than we have and get on a good pace, a good schedule. And the year two season will certainly take a lot less time than this year one season took. But again, very sorry we could not pull this one out. A very fun, exciting game. And as I said, to start this episode, I haven't played this game in weeks, or almost 2 months, as I've been saying throughout the episode. So it was kind of a learning experience, getting back into it. But we played good. We gave up some big plays defensively for some turnovers, +2 there in the turnover differential. We maybe had one or two, maybe two games all season where we've had a positive plus-minus there in the turnover differential. Bryson, 15 out of 34. Did not seem like we were that bad when it came to completing passes. Our running game kind of held it down for us, led by Michael Benefield. Bohannon had a couple big catches, 108 receiving yards on just 2 catches. 3 catches there for Moss and Kent, but Kent, he had that 2-point conversion, which would have won the game, but could not hang it in. 11 tackles for Jam Warren, along with that interception. Had just 1 sack there, Jamar Rux, which led to the scoop and score for Adam Watkins. But that is going to do it here from our last game here in this year one season. So as always, everybody, it's been real and be well. I'll see you next time.